all these pieces are done, except I still need to find a way how to seal the graphite. I've seen people using this stuff called Pledge. It's a floor finisher. They use the air. I have an airbrush over there. They use that, fill up the pot. They spray it on lightly at first and then heavy the second time, and it seals it in. Even if you got like a drip on it, once it dries, it gets rid of that drip and it's all clear and everything. So I'm gonna try finding that. The only spot I saw once was on Amazon, but it went out of stock. So I haven't found it in any stores near me. So I'm gonna keep my eye out for that. I would like to ask you guys to like, subscribe, and comment on my videos on either my next project, what I could do better, or if there's any changes that you would have done or I should do to have a better outcome on how my videos are, or how my projects come. Alright, what's up guys? So I just went to my local Home Depot and I picked up some new spray. The reason why I picked up new spray is because I've been watching a lot of videos on people doing clear coats on the graphite pieces like these, all these pieces right here that are all graphited. They've been having issues with it, and when they use a clear coat, the Rust-Oleum, any of those, it like dries and make like bubbles and everything on there. And I don't really want that to happen. I just want to go one take only, and get this stuff done. So hopefully I can go to the convention in Boston. I believe it's August 4th. It's FanCo, I think it's called, or something like that. It's the 4th and the 5th, I believe. But the videos I've watched, the number one was a clear coat. It was Spray Max 2K clear coat. But I couldn't find any nearby, and I'm not really patient. I'm kind of impatient. But the next runner up would be this brand right here. It's a wood finisher, and it dries in. It says it dries in minutes, but the videos I've seen, they say that it takes a decent amount of time to dry. So you spray it on, and it comes out kind of like not shiny or glossed or anything like when you use normal Rust-Oleum like clear coat. It comes out like really clear right away, like you're spraying water. This comes out like foggy and everything, but then once it dries, it does go straight to clear. This is the first time I'm going to be using this kind of stuff. So I'm going to set up the paint booth, and I'm going to start using this. I picked up 2 cans, 1 and 2, because I'm going to use both of these cans, and I'm going to clear coat all of this, these 2, those 2, and then I'm going to be graphiting this whole jetpack and then clear coating that so it's all shiny and everything. Here's a little update on these pieces. I did finish painting them the second coat of dark brown. Kind of looks good. Looks kind of like leather. This one I have touched up a little bit. I think I might go over one more time on the burnt sienna on the top part. This is all completely done. And same thing on that, I haven't touched it because I keep forgetting to grab the gray color paint to add the details and everything on that. But all the clothing, this one and the pants are all completely done. Oh, actually I lied. The clothing isn't. I need to paint these 2 pieces I haven't done anything with because I'm still thinking about how I'm going to attach this to the back side of me and this onto my back. I'm going to be using this one. I was thinking about using that one, but I'm just going to stick with this one. So I need to put the Velcro on here, find the position on the back side. Like I think it's going to go straight in the center. I'm not 100% sure. Going to wait till my brother or my lovely assistant is free. But yeah, so these 2 still need to be painted. Well, first they need to be covered in Plasti Dip, which my can is almost empty, so I think I need to get a new one. Once the Plasti Dip is done on both of these pieces, then I'm going to hit it with the, I gotta get a new can. The Gloss Rust-Oleum Dark Gray. Do 2 coats on that, sand it, then I can start painting it with that. Oh, no, sorry. Do the primer, 2 coats, sand it, then use that dark gray gloss. Once that dark gray gloss is done, then I can use the graphite, which is right here. Use the graphite, do the whole coating and everything on the graphite as I did for all these pieces over here, and then I can clear coat those. But I'm just gonna work on these ones for now. Once these are done, then I'll worry about those two and the jetpack after. Get my turntable. So I'm going to paint this one first. It does look pretty good, but like if my hands are oily, it does leave fingerprints and take stuff off. So I'm gonna use a clean cotton ball, which is back there, polish it off, get any fingerprints gone. I'm gonna use a little bit of duct tape on the back side just to hold it so it doesn't fall off or anything. All right, so I just finished doing one coat. I think I might do 2 coats on it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna make sure, double check the directions on it. But I just did 1 coat and it did come out a little bit tagged. As soon as I sprayed it, it came out, it started to like go from shiny and it started getting foggy and foggy and foggy. And then as it dries, it should change, but this is what it is as of right now. So it's kind of like, basically looks like just gray spray paint now. There's no shine to it really at all on all the pieces. All of them are done. I'm gonna let these dry for a little bit. It says at least an hour. So I'm gonna let these dry for an hour. I'm gonna leave the ventilation on to take the fumes out of the room to outside. And I'll catch you guys once they're done drying. All right, hey, what's up guys? So I just got a new SD card into the camera. So now this is on the actual camera I've been using instead of the last clip where it was on my phone. I'm gonna catch you up on what I've done so far. I ran to my local craft store, which would be, for me at least, for Hobby Lobby. I picked up a new brush, a bigger brush, and I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 different acrylic paints. The paints that I am using are burnt sienna, burnt umber, so like a dark brown, blue gray is what it's actually called. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Blue gray. All right, so that's all 4 of them. This is not sponsored or anything. So I got raw sienna, if it'll focus, burnt sienna, burnt umber, which is a dark brown, and then gray blue, or blue gray, sorry. So those are the paints that I got, plus that paintbrush that I showed you. The reason what those paints are for is for the Mandalorian armor. I'll show you guys after. Everything on that table over there is all the parts that are going to be chrome. Right now I am working on everything that is going to be painted to look like leather or any of those other things. Like for example, both of his shins got to get painted. The knee blaster has to get painted, and then the gut plate, so underneath where my chest piece is, the part that goes underneath, that needs to be painted. So I'll show you guys real quick. All right, so this is one of the shins. This is the burnt umber. This is 2 coats. And once this coat I just finished painting dries, then I'm going to be using the raw sienna to go straight across this. I'll use the light side. Straight across that piece right there where I'm pointing at, all the way around. And then down here, I'm going to be using burnt sienna, this one, to coat this whole bottom piece. Once that's done, then I believe that's all I need to paint. I might have to do that strap as well. I'm not sure. I can't remember. The next one is the other shin, which I did modify a little bit because it didn't fit my leg. This is the burnt umber or dark brown. The only thing I need to do right now, 1 more coat of the dark brown, and then all this right here, and then all the way around here is going to be that raw sienna right there. And then this piece will be done completely. And then this is the knee blaster, which is done with the blue gray. Came out pretty good. And next would be the gut plate, which I don't really have. That's just duct tape holding it to that box so it doesn't fall. I don't have the paint that I need. I don't really have the paint that I need for the gut plate, because I need like a dark gray to go in between each of the cracks, or each of the lines right here, sections or whatever you want to call it, to do a dark gray so it makes like a little shadow effect to it. So this is going to be postponed for now. So as of right now, what I'm going to be doing is second coat of dark brown on this, then painting the burnt sienna all the way around. And I did forget this section right here to put a piece of foam here, but I already primed everything. So I'm just gonna do it as is, and maybe if I need to add a piece, but I think I might just leave it, or maybe use the raw sienna and just make the line, but not have the actual piece there. So I'm still thinking about that. I'm not 100% sure, but right now what I'm gonna do is, because that one is drying, I'm gonna do a coat all of this with the dark brown, and then I will paint the raw sienna all the way around. If you guys go to use paints like this, and that's in the tube, make sure you mix it up before you start using it. One way I found that works easily is if you hold it upright like this and you squeeze it. Nope, not like that. It's better when you're holding it upright like that, but you squeeze it lightly to get all the air out as possible, then close the lid, and then you can, I'm gonna put this down because it has on top and I can wipe it off. So like I'm gonna do it for this one, open it up, I can squeeze it, or I'll tap the bottom to get it all down, open it, and then I can squeeze it just enough, so like right there, it hits the top right there. So then I can close it, and now I can you go like this, just to mix in all the paint. You can shake it a couple times, hit it on your hand, both sides, just to move all the paint around, so you can mix it, get it all blended in and everything, so it's not different textures or different colors. Like this one might be a little bit more gray than the other one or whatever. They won't all squeeze as much as that one did. The only reason why that one did as much as it did is because I already used a bunch of it on the knee blaster. And the reason why this one shot out so quickly is because one, I was tilting it, and two, I haven't used anything. This is still a brand new cart, or a brand new thing. Alright, so I ran out of paint on here, so I have to get more of the burnt umber right there, or the dark brown. I need to put more down, and then I'm going to paint all this first. Once that is done, then I will go over to do the raw sienna. Reason why I'm going to paint this first is so I can hold all up on here, going all the way around, turning it and painting it, so I don't have to put my hand in, because that's what I've been doing, going like this, hand straight through it, spreading it open, holding it like that. I'm not 100% sure what I've already said or haven't said. I haven't recorded in a couple weeks. I just haven't had any time to work on any of this project of the Mandalorian, as you can see right here in the background. I did run to my craft store, which would be Hobby Lobby, and I picked up separating zippers. Actually, I have a thing right here. This is not sponsored or anything, but this is the brand right here, the one that I got. And make sure it says separating right here, or open, either one. They both do the same thing. That means it's like a normal jacket. If you unzip this all the way, it can just pop off the bottom. So this is the zipper I planned on doing in one of the previous videos, when I was just talking about how I was going to be doing it to this. Sorry if there's any noise in the background. If I was going to do it to these, and then same with the gauntlets, which I used the ones that I had for the gauntlets, which are different. It didn't let you separate it like this. What the gauntlets had, which were close-ended zippers is what they're called. Oops, sorry. It went like this, and when you went to unzip it, it stopped right there. So all this was open, but the top did not undo itself at all. So I picked up this one, I did have to modify it a little bit. I'll show you guys a little bit later on how I did it. Just did it to one of the shin pieces, which is this one. As you can see, it's right here. So now when sorry, there's all like hair on it. So now when I go to put this on, because I tried putting this piece on when I had the pants on, and it kind of like split on that piece, but like right down right here a little bit, it split up a part where the pieces were glued together. So I can't slide it on. So I decided to pick up the actual correct zippers. So now I can open it up all the way like this, slide it over, like say my arm is my leg, slide it over like that, and then zip it closed. And all you got to do to zip it closed, because it's foam, you can like move it around and bend it and stuff. So just gonna slide it in and zip it up just like that. I can go further up like that. So now it's zipped all the way up, and this zipper part is going to be the inside of my legs. So say my fingers are my legs, this one is going to be on the inside right here, and then the other one is going to be on the inside right here. So you don't really see it if you're I'm just standing there, but if I like take a step, then you'll see the zipper on one side. But now I can use this. I'm probably going to use the paints that I did earlier and just touch up right here, because you can see it's just all white on the side, just to match what the color is on this side here, same with this over, so you don't look at it and just see white lines down the side of it. But as of right now, this piece is completed. Now all I gotta do is copy the same steps I did for this to this one, and because this goes on my right leg, or my right shin, I'm gonna be cutting right here straight down, attaching this zipper here so I can be able to put it on easier. When I said I had to modify this, what I did was I took the measurement of this. We'll use, I don't know if I can use that. We'll use this Sharpie as, say like this is the whole length of that. So I'm gonna take the zipper and I'm gonna measure it, but I'm gonna have a little bit extra hanging off the bottom just because it has the connecting point, and I don't really want it to be too short and have it like split ends a little bit. So I'm probably go like this, and I give it like centimeter or so hanging off the bottom, and then at the top I'd measure it just so it'd be flush with the top, and say like it cut off right where the zipper is right now. So then I would take it, fold it, or like make like a little mark in it, because you can see like once you fold it, it stays folded. Use the Sharpie, marked off where I'm gonna cut it at, or where the top is gonna be. And because these are open-ended zippers, if I take this, because I cut the top part off that has like a big bowl part, if I take this and I zip all the way up, it comes separated and I won't be able to put them back together. So what I'm doing right here, if you can see the teeth, right where my finger is, that is where the shin piece measures up to. So it's gonna be like that. I have all this extra fabric here. Still got to take the pieces off of it. I cut the teeth off of it. What I used was just my wire cutters, and I'm not going to cut these because this is what I need, but I took it, put it on the teeth like that, and I snipped it off. Alright, what's up guys? So it's about an hour or so later. The ventilation has been on for an hour now. The room is all cleared and everything. All of the chrome pieces that I applied that clear coat to is all dried. It did get rid of kind of the like the shine to the chrome parts a little bit. I'm gonna wait till daytime to see if it affected it in any way, but like it does look a little bit duller, not as shiny as it did before. Alright, I'll keep you guys posted on that, but currently what I'm going to be doing is touching up the leg wraps, or the shin guards, with the extra paint, and finish painting those pieces as well. Once all that's done, then I can use the Rust-Oleum clear coat and seal all that, and everything should be done. For this piece, the shin guard, for the shin guard, I'm going to do another coat of the burnt sienna all the way around. just to get rid of kind of like the brush strokes a little bit. I've heard if you water down the paint a little bit, it makes it so it doesn't show the brush strokes as much. I might try that out a little bit. I'll put like a little glob here with some water in it, mix it up a little bit, and then try painting it on. But I'm gonna touch that up. Not doing this yet because I forgot to pick up the paint again, so it's just gonna sit there. And then this one I'm going to finish up painting because this whole bottom part gets burnt sienna, and I believe something up here gets burnt sienna as well, but I think I might go over with the brown again because it does. I did miss a couple spots right there and there. The bottom part right there I'm gonna leave because it kind of makes it look textured, but the leather strap up here I'm gonna probably do another coat.